board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Being chased out left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Desmond Ridder.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And no... start the half. This will be a touchback.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Now Rodgers, he's got the hook up here with Cook.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Davis now to return it. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Flushed out right. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert just beat the play clock. That's into the hands of Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, it's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
2 yards off the play. And the Chargers first down.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On second down, Eckler. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll find Williams on the slant. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Up the middle with Eckler. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here. Brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 17-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Here's Rodgers. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look.
Now Cook hit, and he lost the football.
And picked up by the Chargers.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line. But not much more than that.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman.
7 yards there and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. And again, it's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers now on first down.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rodgers going to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Stead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
2nd and 10.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are right back in this football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks, because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. That's a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. He's to the 15. Touchdown! Austin Eckler with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Chargers are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
So now Rodgers with a new team, but in a spot he's been before.
Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 39 to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out.
13 yards on the play.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Here comes 2nd down.
A loss of 7.
Now it's Rodgers.
17 at the 31-yard line.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now Zerline on and the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. This to possibly force OT. This ball intercepted. And the Chargers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they...
Why would I hold up my rhyme for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson. Since the basement make it anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm high.